so you didn't want to watch episodes 14 through 27. I get it. You just want to go straight to season 2. You don't have that much time. That's okay. So here's part 2, 14 through 27. Let's get right into it. In episode 14, the elites hire a double agent, Tommy, to help spy on the mob. The Hackers Legion and elites all get new weapons as well. In episode 16, Dr. Psychomos, with the help of Darlin and the Pimp, capture all the Hackers Legion members, excluding the bounty hunter, and all the elite members.
Do you have some problems you need to talk about?
Darlin helps Psychomos because he hopes to get pulse bombs out of it. After capturing everybody, Dr. Psychomos puts them in the woods to fight. In the woods, Mr. B dies. The two sides team up in the woods to escape. The sides have no idea how they got in the woods or who put them in the woods. When leaving the woods, the Arab talks about expanding their inventory. In episode 18, we see more of the mob, with the introducing of other mobsters being Leo, Jerry, and eventually Sal in 19. Also in 19, we are introduced to one of the fake hackers. Episodes 19 through 21 feature the Raging Arab's arc. In these 3 episodes, the Arab is working with the Great One, a religious leader, and his followers with a huge drug deal. James Kenwood catches onto it. In 19, the boss of the elites, Danny, is introduced.
Listen up, gentlemen!
In episode 21, we also see Darlin get possession of the pulse bombs. James eventually finds the Raging Arab and kills him. In episodes 22 and 23, Dylan is after the Great One and his followers as he blames them for the Arab's death. We learn that the Great One and Dylan actually knew each other from their pasts.
Jesse,
What in the world happened to you?
we were best friends.
He kills them off, including the Great One.
I'm glad it's at least you killing me off.
Also, in episode 22, the two sides get even more new artillery. In episode 24, we take a look at Darlin's past. It is shown that he had an abusive father. This explains why Darlin is an alcoholic. At the end of the episode, he kills Tommy, the double agent. In episode 25, we see Darlin left Tommy for the mob to see and blamed it on the rival gang. Maroney goes and kills off the rival gang. In episode 26, the elites are going after Maroney.
I have 4 addresses listed in PA for a possibility. I want each of you on one.
The second fake hacker is introduced, and he says the real hacker wants the Hackers Legion to focus on Maroney. Arnold wants to go for Psychomos instead, as he found out that he still has the chalice and was responsible for putting them in the woods.
You see, I think I can find Psychomos. Enough! The hacker's way goes.
The bounty hunter returns in this episode as he was in hiding since the woods incident. Arnold and Mitch break into Maroney's house at the same time unknowingly. Arnold steals a precious orb while he's there. Everyone escapes unharmed. Arnold returns to the base and meets the bounty hunter. The bounty hunter requests the real hacker, but Arnold cannot show him. The bounty hunter tries to kill Arnold, but instead, Arnold kills him. Finally, the finale. It begins as James Kenwood searches for a lead of where Arnold is. At the same time, a phone call from Darlin is made to one of the fake hackers. Darlin tells them that he knows where Psychomos is. However, this is a setup as Psychomos told Darlin to do. James is later tipped about where the Hackers Legion are going, and the elites meet them there and have a war. In this war, the Jamaican is killed by James. Near the end of it, Darlin randomly shows up at the end of the fight, attempting to kill Mitchell with one of the pulse bombs that he got from Psychomos. This plan fails, as Logan sneaks up behind him and stabs him. Darlin dies, and the elites move on. It ends with Arnold and Dylan talking about the power of the orb they got from Maroney, stating that it will lead them on a great quest. That's it for the recap. Season 1, you can go right to part 2. You probably saved about 4 hours of your life doing that. I calculated the total runtime of season 1 and 2. Total runtime is 8 hours, 19 minutes, and 42 seconds. That's a lot. One time I actually did binge watch all of season 1 on a plane ride back from London. Never do that. Bad idea. You will die. But, yeah. Well, maybe it's just because I'm in it and I just hate seeing myself on camera. But yeah, that's it. I'm rambling on. Thanks for watching the recap. Go watch season 2. See ya.